And we're going to move on to Fred Olsen. And I was on this exact ship a little while ago. I went on with my mum. And, you know, we had a lovely time. Real British feel, great food, great service, more intimate ship. You know, I think there was only about 800 passengers, if I remember rightly. And it was wonderful. I actually did a little bit of filming on board as well. So let's take you right now to the Braemar with Fred Olsen. Well, one thing's for sure, you'll never be bored on Braemar. She may be just 24 tonnes, but she's got all of the conveniences and facilities you need to have a really great time. So why not just jump in this wonderful bubbling jacuzzi there, or if you're feeling a bit more active, you can have a little swim, or you could even take a yoga or Pilates class in the brand new fitness centre. That's really good, really state-of-the-art actually. Well, Braemar offers a great choice of bars, and one of my favourites is behind me, the Marquee Pool Bar, which has this lovely canopied area allowing all of this gorgeous sunshine to flood in. Now, other bars include the Morning Light pub. That's like having your own local on board and great for socialising with friends, both old and new, of course. If you love panoramic views, then I really recommend the Observatory Lounge with its huge windows, and the grand piano there provides the perfect atmosphere for a pre-dinner drink. Braemar has a variety of restaurants. This one is the Grampian. It's one of the slightly more formal and intimate restaurants. There's also the main Thistle restaurant, but both offer a delectable and delicious 5-course dinner. Now, for those of you that maybe prefer a more relaxed, casual setting, there's Palms Cafe, and that offers like a buffet-style service with no set dining times. Braemar always keeps you entertained during the day and also provides you with great and memorable evening entertainment too. Expect every night to be different with a variety of shows including cabarets, dancing, singing, stand-up comedians, special theme nights too, for example, British night and rock and roll. Braemar offers a wide variety of accommodation to suit all different needs and budgets. You might choose a balcony cabin such as this, or go for an outside or inside. And for solo passengers, special single accommodation is also available, often at really good prices too. All cabins have interactive televisions, a safe tea and coffee making facilities, and they all have a really nice, warm and homely feel. And if you want to order breakfast or light snacks or drinks, then a complimentary cabin service is also available. Yeah, I really did have a lovely time on board. Was very, very impressed. Now, I've just realised we're away for nearly 2 weeks on this one, and it's under £700, isn't it? And
really
it's in
good deal.
August. It's the end of August. It's only about 4.5 weeks away. It is quite a late deal, which is why the price has really come down tonight.
3 overnights.
Yes,
Incredible.
absolutely.
I mean, that's very rare.
Right then, Keith. Talk us through from Dover this time, isn't it?
From Dover, lovely Dover, one of the most beautiful places on earth. From there, you're heading off, and you're going for a relaxing day at sea before you hit Copenhagen. And this is where you get an overnight. Your first of 3 overnights, incredible. The city of spires, where people set the pace rather than cars. It's known as the Venice of the North. Look at that wonderful, you can see there with the beautiful architecture straight across. You can wander down Nijhaven, where Hans Christian Andersen was brought up, wander and see the Little Mermaid. I wouldn't go out of your way to see the Little Mermaid. There's so much else to do, but if you've got time, pop along and see it. Definitely, whatever you do, go to Tivoli Gardens. It's one of Europe's most celebrated pleasure gardens, been around for over 100 years, and it's full of beautiful flowers, loads of street performers and lots of things to do. This is a city of castles. Rosenborg Castle is one fantastic one with loads to do in the grounds and beautiful flower displays. You can also go to Kronborg, which is Hamlet's famous castle. A wonderful Shakespeare play. Friedensburg as well, which is set by this idyllic lake. But whatever you do, go shopping on Strøget, which is one of the longest shopping streets in the world, and go and try Danish pastry, or even better, the Smørrebrød, which is their open-faced sandwiches. Oh, they're so tasty.
That's about the 100th reference to food.
Now, you're exaggerating, Sean. You're exaggerating. It wasn't. It was the 99th. OK, then we've got a relaxing day at sea before we then go to Tallinn. Another overnight here. And this is a magical fairy tale, medieval storybook world with this Gothic town hall sitting amongst these winding cobbled streets full of flower stalls and handmade jams and restaurants serving boar and beer and mead. You know, it's incredible. There's on top of that, you've got literally a 14th century weather vane sitting on top of that Gothic town hall. And all the way around there, you've got lovely wine bars and places you can just relax. I love the fragrant flower market. If you get a chance to go and see that, it's really beautiful. You can head out into a little bit further afield to where you see this, the Clay Dog Palace, or literally wander through what they call St Catherine's Walkaway and see all the local artisans selling their arts and crafts. It's absolutely magical.
And then, how about this? You are overnight on board next in St Petersburg.
Russia's window to the west, built by Peter the Great. And this is incredible. It was built around many of the great European capitals, and therefore it's built on this kind of river system. So a good way to see it is by exploring it via the river. And you can do that for just £3, 200 rubles. And you can go along and just explore this beautiful city of Tsarist palaces and onion-domed churches. You've got, of course, the Winter Palace, which is part of, you know, with the kind of the Hermitage and this over 3 million pieces of art, some of the greatest artwork in the world. That's the famous Church of Blood, or the Church of Spilled Blood, where they stored potatoes in World War II. It's my favourite piece of architecture.
The architecture is just...
It's great. It's like gingerbread. You can break it off and almost eat it. You're going out to lots of different palaces as well. St Catherine's Palace is great. Peter the Great's Peterhof. That you can do both of them in a day, but just barely. But you do over an overnight. So in the evening, go to the conservatoire, go and see some of the ballet, go and take in some of the traditional Russian folk dancing. It's an incredible experience.
And that's a real benefit of being overnight on board, of course, in St Petersburg. Then Helsinki, isn't it?
Helsinki, Finland. This is brilliant. It's a vibrant and beautiful city, known as the daughter of the Baltic. And again, it's got a cracking harbour, and it's literally all on the waterfront there as you sail in. Market Square is where it all kind of happens. You've got flower stalls, fresh fruits, and the local delicacy herring, which I do recommend if you do have a fishy palate. Beyond that, you can just stop, have a coffee, do some people watching, but the best thing to do is head here. Sumalina Sea Fortress. It's UNESCO protected, spread out over a number of different islands. The views are stunning, the history is stunning, great place for a picnic, and the other big thing here is the Rock Church, which is incredible. If you want to eat, pure bistro, Michelin-starred food at its very best.
And then a day at sea, then the Kiel Canal, of course.
Yep, 61 miles long, links the North Sea to the Baltic, and literally has been open for over 100 years. Over 40,000 vessels pass through there. You'll be waving at people from their back garden. It's really
Again,
fun.
A great experience. And a final day at sea and back, of course, to Dover. Let's take you on board one final time. Massive savings tonight. Remember, you're going to save £600 if you book right now. This is down to $699, only 4.5 weeks, of course, to be away on this beautiful ship, and say really intimate, really friendly, great service.
A lot of people go on about the food. Yeah, a lot of people.
Really
I spoke to quite a few people in the last few weeks that have recently cruised with Fred Olsen. A guy goes to my gym all the time, just come back off, and he said, I absolutely loved it. I was really, really, really surprised at how good the food was, because he normally goes with other companies. He went to Fred Olsen his first time. The food was amazing, and the drinks package.
Now, talking of which, remember. This is $699. If you are booking 3 cruises with Fred Olsen this year, you'll actually get one free as well. Just ask call centre about that. But their drinks package is the lowest price drinks package I know. You can go all-inclusive from only £10 per person per night, which is incredible value. And say £600 off the brochure price. Obviously, there's not a huge amount of availability. You know, she's a more small, intimate ship, so please, please, book this as soon as you can.
That means like for £830, it becomes an all-inclusive cruise, basically.
Very good maths, Keith.
Yeah. I've got a GCSE in that, you know.
It's actually £829 and it becomes all-inclusive.
Yeah, I was saying roughly, wasn't I?
Now, our final cruise tonight, our final cruise